In a small, misty village, nestled deep within a forgotten forest, there existed a tale that parents would whisper to their children, hoping to scare them into obedience. It was the tale of the Weeping Willow. Once upon a time, long before the village existed, the forest was ruled by an ancient and powerful sorceress named Elara. Elara was known for her beauty and her terrifying magic, which she used to bend the forest to her will. The trees bowed to her, the animals obeyed her every command, and even the stars seemed to shine just for her. Elara's most prized possession was a magnificent willow tree, its branches sweeping the ground, and its leaves shimmering with an otherworldly glow. This tree was no ordinary tree. It was said to possess the souls of those who had wronged Elara, each leaf a testament to her vengeance. One day, a young woman named Lila ventured into the forest. Lila was known in her village for her kindness and bravery. She had heard the whispers of Elara and the willow tree, but did not believe in such tales. Armed with curiosity, she decided to see the tree for herself. As Lila wandered deeper into the forest, the air grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped her. The trees seemed to watch her every move, their branches creaking ominously. Finally, she reached a clearing, and there, in the center, stood the magnificent willow tree. Its beauty was mesmerizing, but as Lila approached, she felt a chill run down her spine. The air around the tree was thick with sorrow and despair. Lila touched one of the willow's branches, and immediately she heard a soft weeping. Startled, she looked around, but saw no one. The weeping grew louder, and Lila realized it was coming from the tree itself. Before she could react, the ground beneath her feet opened up, and she was swallowed into darkness. When Lila awoke, she found herself in a shadowy realm, the air thick with mist. The weeping was louder now, and she saw that she was surrounded by ghostly figures, their faces twisted in agony. At the center of this realm stood Elara, her eyes glowing with a malevolent light. "Welcome, Lila," Elara said, her voice echoing through the darkness. "You have trespassed into my domain, and now you will pay the price." Lila, though frightened, stood tall. "I came here out of curiosity," she said. "I meant no harm." Elara laughed, a chilling sound that sent shivers down Lila's spine. "Curiosity has no place in my forest," she said. "You will join the others, your soul bound to the willow for eternity." With a wave of her hand, Elara summoned the spirits of those she had trapped before. They surrounded Lila, their cold hands reaching for her. Lila struggled, but there was no escape. She felt her strength ebbing away, her spirit being pulled from her body. But Lila was not without hope. She remembered the stories of Elara's cruelty and knew that the sorceress's power came from the willow tree itself. Summoning her last ounce of strength, Lila reached out and grabbed one of the tree's branches, pulling it with all her might. The tree shuddered, and for a moment, the spirits paused. Elara's eyes widened in rage, and she screamed, her voice piercing the darkness. "Release the tree," she commanded, but Lila held on, determined. As Lila pulled, the ground beneath the tree began to crack, and a blinding light erupted from the fissure. The spirits, drawn to the light, began to vanish, their mournful cries fading into silence. Elara's power waned, and she fell to her knees, her strength draining away. With one final effort, Lila tore the branch from the tree, and the willow erupted in flames. The light grew brighter, consuming Elara and the shadowy realm. Lila closed her eyes, the light overwhelming her senses. When she opened her eyes again, Lila found herself back in the clearing. The willow tree was gone, replaced by a patch of vibrant wildflowers. The air was warm, and the forest was alive with the sound of birdsong. Lila returned to her village, her tale of bravery and defiance spreading quickly. The villagers, inspired by her courage, ventured into the forest, reclaiming the land from Elara's dark influence. Over time, the forest became a place of beauty and wonder, the memory of the weeping willow fading into legend. Yet, on misty nights, when the wind whispered through the trees, some claimed to hear a faint weeping, a reminder of the sorceress who once ruled the forest and the brave young woman who dared to defy her. And so the tale of the Weeping Willow was passed down through generations, a story of courage, sacrifice, and the enduring power of hope.